Hey scrappers, it's Vanessa here with another scrapbook process video, and today I am playing along again with Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life and her 30 days of sketches. This is day 16, and there is the layout or the sketch that we're using today. You saw it at the beginning of the video, and I also have it up there in the top right. For my layout today, I am going to stay very true, or exactly true, to the original sketch. I love this design. It's really fun and sort of like a grid design, which I do enjoy a good grid layout. Now, the only thing I would say that I don't do for my final layout is I don't have 3 individual embellishment clusters. I will actually use each one of those 4 squares and build its own embellishment cluster on each one of the squares. So I kind of deviate away from my typical 3 embellishment clusters on a page, and I do really love how this layout came together. It was super quick using this sketch. That's the one nice thing about when you want to do a whole bunch of pages. Sketches are great, and especially following it almost exactly like I am here makes for a very quick page. So while I've been talking, you saw basically my background is going to be the green cardstock is going to be my frame. I have a wood grain, which is an old Hip Kit wood grain paper, and then I have just a whole bunch of scraps from my stash. Most of these are Vicki Boutin, except for the yellow that my photos are matted on. That I want to say might have been a Fancy Pants paper. These are, again, were all from my scrap bin, and I'm kind of trying to use up the last of my Vicki Boutin collection. I think the collection was called Let's Wander. It's not her newest one, but it's the one before that. And so that is sort of what I am using primarily on this layout. Now, again, because I am staying very true to the sketch, I am just taking my pencil and my T-square ruler, and now that I know sort of how my design or how my papers are going to be on the page, I'm just taking my T-square ruler and my pencil and lightly drawing the line that I am then going to go ahead and do some hand stitching with some black thread. So I am just making a line for myself so that I can try to keep my stitching, relatively speaking, pretty straight. I typically don't really care a whole lot if my stitching is straight, but for this one, I really liked the idea of having it really be as straight as I could make it and really boxing everything in. So the other way that allowed me to make sure that it was straight was I used my Tim Holtz ruler here, and this ruler actually has little holes in it so that it made it very easy for me to pierce holes in exactly the same distance apart. So I kind of went every second hole. It's the one thing I love about that ruler, especially when I want to have a really straight line. So there you see off camera, I just did a simple stitch with that black thread, and then because I felt like the background needed a little bit of something, I am going to take 2 of my gloss sprays from Dana Wakley. And I believe one is called Night and the other one is called Olive. And these, of course, go with the colors that I have in my photos and my pattern papers and the ephemera that I'll be using. And so I just went ahead and did some splatters on the background. And then what I'm going to do is set that off to the side to dry. Now, while that is drying, I'm going to work on, like I said before, each one of these little squares is going to be its own sort of embellishment cluster. So that's what I'm going to work on while my background dries. All of the pieces that you see me using here are either ephemera pieces from that Vicki Boutin collection, or the envelopes are from a piece of pattern paper, and I just fussy cut those out to use as ephemera pieces for my layouts. And so I am just sort of building out each one of these embellishment clusters. My goal was to have a postage stamp, one of the letters, and a floral in each of the clusters, and then build the rest of the clusters with just other bits and pieces that I had pulled from the ephemera. And you'll see here in a second I bring in some chipboard from 2 of Vicky Bouton's collections. One is from the Let's Wander, and then the other one is from one of her older collections. And so I am just going to build out each one of these little embellishment clusters, and I absolutely love how it all turned out. I am going to take some of these chipboard pieces. I have a floral, and then I have a couple of push pin type chipboard pieces, as well as that little arrow, and then on another one I have like a phrase that I'll also pick out to put on this layout. So each one of them also has chipboard as well. And I did want to say that be sure to check down below. I will have the link to everyone who is playing along. I am using Christy's link that she put together of everyone who's participating, so it made it easy for everyone to be able to find who is all participating. And so that link will be down below, as well as the link to the Facebook group. So be sure to check out everyone's videos and leave everyone some love and see all the amazing layouts that everyone is creating and is inspired by these sketches. It has been so fun this month to see the layouts and see how everybody interprets each one of the sketches. I absolutely have been loving all of the videos. And for everyone who has been watching my videos and commenting, I just want to say thank you so much. I am hoping that you are enjoying all of the layouts, and I am going to try to, I have read all your comments. I am going to try to make sure that I can get back to commenting on all of them. It has been a crazy week, and sometimes I get to read them and I'm actually at work. So if I haven't responded, please know that I have seen your comments and I thank you so much. And so while I was talking, I did go ahead and glue down everything off camera, and now I've got my layout with each of my 4 squares and my photos all laid out. I am just going to add my title here at the top, and the title for this one is just Wildlife Spotted. These photos are from Animal Kingdom, and so these are just some random pictures of some animals that we took when we were on vacation. And so I am just going to use these colored little tiny letter stickers, and I have such a hard time using these multicolored letter stickers that this one worked out perfectly because I could use all these colors, and because I had so much color in the layout itself, it worked out perfectly. So guys, with that, this is my finished layout. Here are the still photos, and like I said, be sure to check out the link down below. And with that, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.